everybody, it's Anna. Time for a new tarot story this week. We start this week with the Wednesday card, and for that we have the King of Pentacles. So the King is the master energy of the court cards. It's the one that draws together the feminine genius of the intuition and the masculine know-how of the mind and bring them together. So we've got genius, we've got action steps, and the path is open to us, right? So this is the energy that knows how to do that, knows how to set the path, set the goal, follow the goal of the intuition, and like put the mind on the task and create it, right? And this King is situated in the middle of a garden that's just growing up all around him. He is a vortex of abundance of possibility. And this is the reason we're on the planet, is to access this energy, right? But how do we interpret what we're trying to create, right? We're here for a reason. And so this king, even though he knows how to make things happen on the planet, he almost exists on the planet, right? He doesn't exist before you were on the planet. He's not the energy that came into the planet. When we came into the planet, we came with a particular calling, a particular purpose. His job is to find out what you want to, what you're here to do and help you connect the dots so you can do it, right? The question is always, what is the calling itself? Like, what is it we're here to do? And depending on where you are energetically, where your wounds are, where your mastery is. Remember, there's 3 other kings besides this guy, right? All of our mastery has to be in place for things to work, or at least some of our mastery has to be in place. Then we have to figure out like what we're here to do. And if your mastery is off, if there's a wound blocking you, then what you think you want to create will often be a response to that wound. So let's say you have a scarcity mindset, you're impoverished, maybe you've had some trauma in your life. So what you're trying to create often will respond to that trauma. Like, well, I want to create a safe place. I want to have a lot of money. I want to have a lot of friends. I want to have a lot of prestige, whatever, to try to solve that wound or soothe that wound, right? That's a certain kind of manifesting. And it's a little less effective, right? Because even if you are successful, like you get the prestige, you get the money, you get the friends, whatever you're looking for, it won't have solved the actual problem. The actual problem wasn't lack of prestige or lack of wealth. It was the wound that hasn't been solved. So this king is ready to help in whatever way you want to do things, but it's not the full picture. And I think in our physical world, especially the way we often translate manifestation, we think of it as there's only really one way forward. And that is always, somehow it's always about money and jobs and cool cars and that kind of thing. Like, that's a very surfacey version of manifestation, right? And it's deeper than that, right? So this king will go as deep as you want or as shallow as you want. But the more shallow you are, the more you discover that what you manifest doesn't actually answer what you're looking for. And then, you try to figure out what happened, right? So I feel like the rest of this tarot story this week kind of connects to that idea of our expectations. What we think we're trying to create might not be what we're really trying to create. And this king is sort of in the wings, ready to help, but we need to get clear on some things first. We have to get clear with really our purpose on the planet and bringing that to the forefront. Then this king will help us. So he's ready to help us, right? We just have to kind of work out energetically what it is we want to do. So that's today's card. See you tomorrow for our next one. Bye.